Hello, my beautiful Tauruses. Welcome to your weekly horoscope forecast for April 24th to the 30th. I want to thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And thank you to my members. I really appreciate all of your support. And if you guys would like a live personal reading with me, or you like to take one of my classes, or you like to get my deck, The Eye of Zen, go to my website, JenniferWalkerZen.com, or check out the description box below. All right, my beautiful Tauruses, let's jump right in here. Okay. All right, so what's going to have my Tauruses romantic love life? April 24th to 30th. Show my cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. All right, let's find out here. So far I'm picking up on a message. This person said they're not afraid of love anymore. Okay. So you guys are about to be really happy with the Sun card energy here. It looks like there's this living in the moment, let's see what happens, and there's this connecting with someone here. Also, I feel like someone wants to look the other way when it comes to this situation. Let's put that in the past. Let's not think about that. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. This is your love interest feelings. Let's move this over a little bit. This is your love interest feelings. Block shows and challenges this week. It could be dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. It could be somebody giving advice too, because queens represent advice. They represent patience. They also can represent you and you being very attractive and being a little bit selective of who you want. Okay, so bottom of the deck. I want to take responsibility. I'm shocked and surprised about the ending of this movie and travel situation. Now I'm upset and angry because of this spending money, and I realize you're my ideal partner. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Let's see what's going on here. I just keep hearing this person saying, I'm not afraid of love. I'm not afraid. We'll support each other. We've grown so much. All right, what's going to happen in Taurus's romantic love life? April 24th to 30th. Show my cards I need to see. Show my cards I need to see. Hello, if you guys are new here, my name is Jennifer Walker Zen. I'm a psychic intuitive and I'm reading Taurus. Has been 14 years old. Hello, welcome. All right, let's keep going here, Taurus. So there is an older sister, mother, or aunt around this situation. What's going to have my Taurus's romantic love life? April 24th to the 30th. Show my cards I see. Show my cards I need to see. What's coming to mind for me, guys, actually is the advice that my grandma gave me. And this also could be a grandma too. I remember she said to me, she said, at the time I was like 12 years old. She was 70 something at the time, 73. And she looked at me and I was really worried about something. And she said, you know what? I remember when I was your age. And she said, it goes fast. Enjoy yourself. She said, I used to worry about all kinds of things. But you know what? It doesn't matter. So I feel like you're getting some kind of good advice here on the 24th by this person, telling you just be happy and live in the moment and just be. That's what I feel like. I feel like, Taurus, I feel like sometimes we just have to let go and we have to go with the flow, and we just have to know that we have a victory right in that moment, because this soon shall pass. This memory will be gone. This time will be gone. You know, we only have this moment right now. So I feel like that day is about you really realizing that. So I see here, there's a major shock and surprise about this happy energy. And I see that there is this sense of intuition about this with the High Priestess card on the 25th about this friendship and these spiritual signs around this situation. So something about this day in particular around this friend is not a coincidence. So pay attention to the signs on this day, okay? Because you know sometimes how I just had a conversation with somebody, actually, one of my friends the other day about this. And she was saying to me, she was talking about the synergies and the things that seemed like they were coincidence, but she was like, it's not though. And I was like, I know. I'm always thinking about that, like of how the universe always kind of takes me by surprise. Like how things kind of align, and you realize that things happen for a reason. So something about this day is going to show you some kind of significant sign. So pay attention to the signs, okay? Especially around that friend there. Okay, so you know, just see what the deal is with that. Okay, so let me give you an example of a sign. Okay, so I remember many years ago when I had met my husband. Okay, it was a situation where I had to go. I was very young at the time, but anyway, it was a job orientation thing, and I went there twice before, and there was always something missing with the paperwork. But then that one day that I went there, it was the third time, that was when I met them. So sometimes things just happen for a reason. They align in a certain way, or even when you're, for instance, I had a friend who, she was late getting to work, but she said, thank God I was, because she said there was a major accident. So a lot of times the universe holds us back or delays things until the timing is right? So that everything can align, because we have soul contracts with people. Okay, so there's going to be some kind of significant sign here on the 25th. And I see the Page of Swords coming out, showing new perspective, new understanding. And I see somebody you're going to spend some kind of alone time with here. And there could be a discussion about this money and finance situation, or new perspective about this situation at work. So that could be a work meeting, okay? This could be a new perspective, a new understanding of that person at work, okay? So let's keep going. So it looks like you're going to be given an offer of love, or you're going to see that there's huge potential with somebody, or somebody sees you as huge potential love, okay? Ace of Cups energy. And it's coming from a future connection, not from a past connection, okay? This one's coming from the future connection. So what I mean is, this is not a past person, all right? So on the 27th, and there's a lot of spiritual signs, hopeful signs, but you're still not sure, am I reading this right? Am I seeing this right? And if I see, where's that offer of love coming from? It seems like above here, it looks like it says friend, that you're seeing some kind of significant sign about, okay? So let's keep going. And I just keep hearing this person who keeps saying they're not afraid of love. They're not afraid of love, okay? So maybe this is a work connection, a work-love connection. And there could be an older feminine around this giving some kind of advice about being happy, living in the moment. And then you're seeing these hopeful signs, and there's offer of love, but there's still uncertainty. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a destined thing. There's a lot of spiritual signs for you guys this week. That's on the 28th here. Another definitive sign here on the 28th. It's like sense of destiny around this, but then there's still this sense of cautiousness. Yeah, and we got the blessing. There's something about this seems like a divine timing. I told you. That's why, you know, even when you talk, okay, so like for instance, guys, okay, for my readers out there, do you ever realize when you give a reading and it just flows, and then when you're not meant to say something, it stops? Like for you guys, I feel like you're reading, it's just flowing, and you're meant to hear this, okay, these things that I'm saying today, okay? So anyway, there's a blessing, divine timing. And it still seems like there's this avoidance of love and not wanting to deal with things here on the 29th. But then you get this message you've been waiting for, but there's still this like defensiveness about getting hurt, okay? So going to the final day here, there's something about hanging out at this house, this home, or inside this building. You see two people kind of having a good time here. And I see, yep, restaurant, this is like a restaurant card, like hanging out, having a good time. And there is this knowledge that, you know, just spending time together, or you're keeping it to yourself, secret. Okay, so how does your love interest feel about you? They feel defeated, okay? They feel like there's been some juggling about a decision and waiting for the right time. Your person feels foolish and lots of regrets about the past, and they want to have a sigh of relief when it comes to you. Your person feels like they've put a lot of time in this connection, and there is this concern about people here around this. And they want to figure out how they can fix this and heal this connection. Okay, so this Queen of Wands could talk about advice, about sad news or sadness. and healing. So I get the sense that somebody here, whether it's you or the person you're dealing with here, is coming off of a really difficult connection and is scared to get into another connection. But there is this gradual like falling in love here and kind of opening up, but still a little bit cautious, but there's this realization that this is meant to be. Okay, so let's see the overall energy. Yep, healing, reconciling, and I see there's still this kind of triggering here in the ego about it, and we see this friendship. And you could be giving this a person advice. This person could be giving you advice on healing. Okay, so change, because these deceptions, and a shock and surprise. So this is a major change. This is a shock and surprise. This is like shock and surprise and spiritual signs about this work and finance situation, and indecisions about the timing of this, and still cautious and defensive about this knowledge or unknowns. Okay, we see this relationship where you're connecting with someone. There's a person that's missing you, longing for you. And there's a movement towards a commitment, or this concern about going around in circles, okay? There's a lot of soul searching going on here and a lot of spiritual understandings of this connection, but still very triggered here with the Scythe card energy. Okay, so let's get you guys some advice. So it seems like there's still not this, you know, it's a shock because it's like, and I've experienced this before, you know, where there was just signs, and it was just, as much as I was trying to come off of another situation and I was really heartbroken, the universe just kept showing me signs and signs and signs and signs. So I get the sense that's what's going on here. You guys, even though if you're the one that's dealing with this heartbroken energy, you're getting these definitive signs about this person, of this being the one. Okay, so let's get you guys some advice, okay? So, nice advice for my Tauruses. Okay, you actually, the card just wanted to come out. Okay, sometimes that happens. Okay, so I see trust, says trust in the universe. And the other card here shows friendship, and it shows celebration. So this is a friendship and trust in the universe that yes, there is signs around this situation, that there's more here than you realize, okay? Get ready to celebrate, Taurus. All right, my beautiful darlings, I love you guys so much. If you guys like it this way, you want me to continue this way, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys another day or two. Have a great rest of your next couple days, and I will see you guys soon.